Hey guys, good morning, welcome to another live session of Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
As a trader, we all look for tight or low spreads, which helps us to get in and out of the market. Using the right broker can help us try different strategies. With multiple options of brokers on the web, here at Stock Sniper Trading, we have a recommended broker, that is, HankoTrade. With spreads as low as 0 pips, and leverage up to 500x, HankoTrade is just one click away. With multiple account types to choose from, you also have a minimum deposit of $10. Using HankoTrade's affiliate program, refer a friend and earn up to a 40% commission on trading volume. Built by traders, for traders. HankoTrade.
Recording in progress.
Hey guys, welcome to Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Ron, my partner is Dave. Welcome everybody. Thanks for joining. It's 1 p.m. Eastern. It's Tuesday, November the 7th. Welcome guys. Thank you guys for joining. We appreciate all of you guys. Today, the plan is we will be doing a top-down analysis on Dow Jones, US30, and we'll also look at US oil today, okay? We've been doing gold lately. We did it this morning, and now we're going to take a look at oil, do a top-down, see what levels it's at. It might be reaching some critical daily levels where oil might be interesting, that we'll look for some trades on it as well. And guys, this is Bookmap over here on the right side. It's a live liquidity platform. We will also look at the order flow of Dow Jones and crude oil. Right now, this is on YM, which is Dow Jones futures contract. So this is the futures. It is set up on the 15-minute time slices. So over here is 12:15, 12:30, 12:45, and right here this vertical line that just opened up at military time 1300 is 1 p.m. Eastern, and you can see it's pretty bullish right now on the open. We broke above the VWAP and we are pushing up. It's got negative cumulative volume delta, so there has been a lot of selling been accumulating, but right now it's pushing up bullish right now strong. Okay, so if you guys are in a buy, just please monitor the pullbacks, and we want to see if we can make this area an area of support above the VWAP. We have our heat below us. We've got some nice bids accumulating in case there's going to be a pullback, and then we have big offers up here at 34,255 in the current order book. Okay, so thanks guys for joining. Appreciate all of you guys. I hope you guys are having a great day today. I know some of the snipers in the morning did really well, and congratulations to you guys. But learn the discipline, guys. Allocate a certain amount of risk if you're going to continue to trade this afternoon, because we want to see you guys compound and grow your accounts, okay? And also gain your confidence as well too. Okay, so guys, let's just get some business out of the way before we get started looking at the charts. News, fundamentals. This is a free website, Forex Factory. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles unless you want to pay for a platform, but this is good enough to get you started if you're a beginner trader, just to look at where the volatility is in the markets. So this was today's news. 2 a.m. is pre-London. Okay, so if you were trading in London, was there any specific news, any specific security you're trading? So like if you're trading the Swiss franc, if you're trading the British pound, if you're trading the euro, if you're trading anything to do with those, you want to know what news could impact when you're trading. Then we moved into New York, pre-New York over here. Dave went through all of this down here, and then post New York is over here. We had FOMC member Waller speak today at 10 a.m. And then going through here, we also have another speaker at 1:25. So in the next 20 minutes, we have FOMC member Logan speaking. Okay, so these individuals are from FOMC. They're not as powerful as Papa Powell, but they do speak. They could say something, it could impact the markets. It's low impact yellow folders, so there might not be extreme volatility, but just keep in mind, 125, we do have speakers, and we do have to respect when they come to the podium and have a talk or anything like that, okay? And if you're going to trade later on in the Asian session, we have NZD, red folder, inflation expectations quarter over quarter, okay? And I'm excited because coming forward, we're going to add Asian sessions, and we will be looking at these folders. So we're going to do more in the Asian sessions now, guys. So like if we were trading tonight, Asian session, we'd be looking at the NZD. So I'm pretty excited about that. As it gets colder over here, I'm going to be doing more Asian sessions. And also, my son has 2 weeks of coding ninjas, it's called, guys. It's pretty cool. I wish I did that when I was a kid. They teach you how to code in a fun way, where he gets to make Minecraft games, Roblox, like Fortnite and things like that, but they teach you how to code. So that's why I have to cancel some evening sessions, because I'm going there with him. Hopefully I can learn how to code too with them, and I'll be making some games. Earnings over here, guys. Okay, so earnings, make sure it's part of your daily routine. You know, when you get ready, every day you wake up, you go through the same routine. Make sure you have your own trading routine that you do. Go over the fundamental folders, the news, and then anything to do pre-market or post-market after hours earnings. So we have Rivian Automotive here, which is electric. Okay, so if you are following this, and then Tesla could be impacted by this as well. Okay. Another one like eBay. Does anybody even use eBay anymore? I don't think I've bought anything from eBay in the last 10 years. I didn't even know eBay still exists, to tell you the truth, but they're on here. So any securities that you trade, make sure you're watching here. Here's Lucid too. Lucid is electric vehicle here too. You sell a lot on eBay, Mr. Wegget? Yeah, I haven't been on that thing in years. Okay, and guys, this is our SST schedule. Okay, so this is every Sunday we update our schedule. So this is what we got going on. These are our sessions on YouTube over here. Okay, 1 to 3. Thursday, guys, I was just mentioning to you guys in our Zoom, we'll be coming 11 to 1 will be YouTube. And then after YouTube, guys, we're going to go straight into a weekly webinar. This is one where we're going to do Q&A and wellness, see how you guys are doing, questions. If you need my help on anything for those 2 hours, that's what I'm here for. And or what we've done on our 10 last webinars, where we've introduced open, high, low, close, bullish family, bearish family, bodies, wicks, support and resistance. If you have any questions about that, we can answer those and move forward. Okay. And Discord, guys, we sent out a couple of Discord signals today, and we're going to do some quick 10-minute recap videos on these, and for YouTube, so you guys know what we're looking for. But this was a nice gold buy over here, set up today at 8:30 a.m. to entry around 1958 in this green block of support, and then it started to respect this area and started to break out of here, and it was a really nice we see down here. Did any volume close below here? No, it got rejected. You have your bullish engulfing candle close above these bars, and then you just follow your technicals, what we teach here. Short wick, pop, continue to fill. Did it come back to 50%? No, short wick and continue to move for a total of 80 pips. That was a really nice clean trade right off that demand area. Okay, so congratulations to you guys that took it and banked on it, and or continuing to be in the trade. Congrats, guys. Okay, so are we ready, guys? Let's over 100 viewers on YouTube. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you guys. I got my camera working too. Finally, old man Ronnie got his camera working, so you guys can see me. You can put a face to the voice now. Hopefully I exceed your expectations here. Dave is eye candy for YouTube. I'm just the old guy back here. But thanks, guys. Hit the likes if you get value out of our channel and you appreciate what we do here. And if you guys want to join our free Telegram group, it's pinned at the top of YouTube. This is what we do. We kind of break down a review of trade setups, members feedback. We give you guys some free signals once in a while and promos on what's going on at Stock Sniper Trading. So this is the one, guys. Make sure it's pinned at the top of YouTube. That's the one you want to be in, because there's a lot. There's about 5 scam groups going around on Telegram claiming to be us. They're not us, guys. We would never ask you for money and tell you that we're going to give you $5,000 in return if we invest it for you. We don't do that. If you ever get anyone saying that to you guys, be suspicious. We would never do that, okay? Be careful of all the scammers out there. This is the season where scammers come out close to the holidays, and this is where they come and take advantage of people, okay? So be careful with that. And going over here, let's get started, guys. I'm going to get started with US30 on the top down. Okay, so most of you guys have already your charts done up. I had my top down already done. I traded a little bit this morning, but if you're new and you want to learn, let's start off with a clean chart and let's begin. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the daily. Okay, let's take a look at the daily, how US30 is trading. So look at, we are at this critical area. It doesn't get any more visual than this area or this zone where we're in right now. If we look to the left of the chart, just really quickly, right here, this is where the market pivoted when it came all the way back down, right into here, about 50% of that bullish candle that led the move right through there. It came right back in and we pushed right up there. So that was one pivot. So if we bring this zone across, now it turned where the volume closed below it and retested it, so we flip it red. That's showing me that there's resistance, or this could be a supply zone going forward. And if we continue to stretch it across in the market, we see come right back into here and then push down. And if we continue to move this across, I'm going to move it into the future, December. Let's go Christmas, okay? After Christmas, Boxing Day, December 26th. Let's go into the new year, January 1st. How about right there? January 1st, 2024. We'll bring it in there, okay? So I've established a zone. I can take this into January, February of next year. It doesn't matter, but we've established a zone. Now what we got to do is we got to look at what the volume is doing in this zone. So we closed in it on Friday. Monday, we had a little bit of indecision where it pushed up, came back down, closed with some red volume. Today, we opened up and it came down bearish. Okay, so let's locate where our low of the day is. Guys, can you guys hear me okay? Audio good? Zoom, YouTube, audio good? My kids were playing around with my headset and they were on the computer here. So sometimes when they always screw around here, then they always shut something off and I always have something. Okay, good. Thanks, guys. So you see, we opened. That's our low of the day. Okay. Are we still holding 50% of Friday's big body candle? Yes, we are. Okay. So what I'm going to do there is just draw like a green box right below there, and I'm going to stretch it across. Okay. Because I want to know where my support is below us. Okay, right there. We're still holding this. Okay, and we have a nice big push today on US30 where we came back where we opened and we continue to push. And look at right now, we took out yesterday's high. We took out this high from October 17, and we could be now trading into here. Okay, but we need more positive volume to close above this area today. We have 3 hours and 45 minutes to go on this daily candle. So let's see if US30 is strong with a close. If we're breaking out of here now, okay, so let's locate our high of the day. It's easy to find the high of the day because it's the wick. So we are at 34,206 high and 33,965 low. That's our range today. Now, if we continue to come back up to our high where it just got rejected, pushed down from there, if we continue to come back up, then maybe we're going to trade into this area. So what I do is, see this big red body candle on September 21? Half of it is probably like right around there, okay? But see those two wicks right there? They were equal bottom lows, tweezer bottoms at one point in the market, right over here. And I'm going to place now yellow, okay, for critical daily levels. See here when it came down, right down to the yellow line, that was the low, and then pushed right back up. Again, we came right back down. That was the day before FOMC, if you guys remember. And then we came right back up. This was FOMC, the shooting star daily candle. If you start to do a top down, you're going to know exactly when was FOMC, when was NFP, what happened on this day, what happened on that day, because you're going through this daily, so it's fresh in your mind. And I remember, just by looking at this candle, I know it's FOMC. And I know they opened it up green. Look at what they did. They came up here, they tapped all the liquidity into to there, they got the money, and then they closed it strong as a shooting star, and then that was what triggered the big sell-off in the market. And then we pivoted, came back up, we got rejected there. We broke this area of support right here on the daily. So this was a big critical level, like right there. And you see that they just came down there and took out all the pending orders, grabbed all the liquidity down to 32,300, and then they just shot it right back up. So they picked up all the money down here, triggered all the pending orders, grabbed the liquidity, and they brought it right back up to this neckline. So now we're watching to see, is it going to get rejected and we're going to pull back down into here? But it's really, really strong the last week. So we're going to see if we're going to continue to push bullish and target to fill. Look at the imbalance. Look at like clean traffic we have right here. We just have the red body, green body, and a big red body. So if we continue to push from the purple up to the yellow, that's about 100 pip range. I'm just looking, 200 to 300, that's about 100 pips in there, okay? And as a scalper, maybe we go halfway. I could go halfway to 250 right there. If we continue moving up, where would I place now my supply box? Okay, over here, where it used to be demand right there, demand right there, demand right there before FOMC. Now we got red volume below. So I'm going to bring this across as a red box in case we come up there and we push all the way up there. That's where maybe it will get rejected and pull back. Okay, that's our bigger block above us. Now this, remember this red zone, and now we got the volume. Like we can flip it green, and I just want to show you on the daily. So it came down 2 times and picked up the liquidity, picked up the bids, and now we're pushing up with a new higher high. That's why it's important to follow the daily close today or a 4-hour close if you're looking for a swing position to see if it can close above here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get rid of this green box. Okay, I just told you we are trading. We picked up the bids on the daily, so it's looking good. But what we got to do is maybe concentrate in case we pull back. Look at these daily bodies right here. So I'm going to place a yellow line right here. 34,060, 050. See where it opened here and it closed right at the yellow line. It opened, we came down, back up here. That's where we opened. So you see all of the volume is still above 34,061. So this looked like 2 rejection wicks down there into that box. So I'm bringing that across. And what I want to see is, see all of these wicks right now where we're trading. Okay, we got these wicks right here. There's like 3 of them in this area. So I'm going to place a yellow line. I'm going to try and touch as many of them as possible. Okay, so I touched that yellow one. That one was really close, and I got those 2. So if we pull back right now, I want to see if we can kind of hold this yellow line. 34,140. It's 20 pips away. We're at 161, 162 right now. But if there's a pullback on the lower time frames, I want to see if we can hold this yellow line. If we can't hold it, then it might come back down to test this body right here, 34,095, that 100 area right there. Okay, so I just want to see my lower time frames, 5 minutes. If they hold right here, then they should hold that yellow line. If they can't, that's the next one. And then if they break here, big drop. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I've done enough daily analysis. We are at a critical area right here. Okay, big area. So what I'm going to do is, see this green box? It's all the way down here. I'm going to bring it a little higher where those bodies are, because that's where the volume is right now. Okay, right there. And if I bring it across, I can see now maybe we're developing an area of support here. Okay, in here. That might be our block going forward, and stretch it across. Okay, any pullbacks that come in here, maybe we look to buy in here and push it up. If they impulsively break it down and push it down, it could come right down to here, where that body is, or those wicks right there. I'm going to go with the wicks. Okay, right there. A wick, and that could be where, if it breaks down here, it might come down there and stop there and go for a higher low. Okay, but we're not there yet. So now what I'm going to do is break this daily candle down into smaller increments. I can go to 4 hours, but I prefer personally just to go to the 1 hours when I'm scalping the markets. Okay, now I look at the hourly moves. Big, strong hourly move. Like, look at this thing. You can't deny how strong it is right now. Very strong. Higher highs, higher lows. Had the pullback right into here, and that's where it stopped. Tuesday 6 a.m. Okay, and stopped right there and continued to push up. So you can see how this level is holding all the daily volume. It's still strong, and we broke out of here today 10 a.m. Okay, this was Wall Street. It came down, broke the high, closed strong, bullish pin bar, and look at the 10 a.m. An ignited bar opened with a short wick on Wall Street, and there's that big explosion that came right through all of this traffic with that volume from Wall Street. We took out that high right there. So I'm going to place a white line at this critical area. White represents hourly on my chart. Okay, so white line right there, white. Doesn't matter what the colors are, whatever you guys use, that's, you do what you got to do. Okay, I'm just showing you what my colors are to make sense here. Remember, purple is high or low of the day. Yellow are other critical daily levels, and then hourly. Now I just want to see what the hourly is. So I see that big spike right there, Monday 9 a.m. That was Wall Street. Okay, so big spike up and got rejected there. So now you see where the volume is trading right now as I'm speaking. It's trading right at that hourly wick. So we're going to see in the next 39 minutes, will the hourly volume come back up and close above this white line, or is it going to close below the white line? Because then if it closes below, we might have a bearish hourly candle come back down. If it closes above, we might build hourly volume and continue to fill these wicks and maybe continue to break out today's high. Okay. But now what I want to do when I'm scalping is I want to know like where my hourly bodies are, right there and right there, that wick. So I'm drawing a red box on the hourly to show me that this is the hourly resistance right now in the current market. So I can see that there was a big impulse move that made the high of the day, but it got rejected and closed down there. Then we opened ignited and we came all the way down at noon, right there, stopped, and we came back up with buyers and we closed as a hanging man candle. This hourly candle we just opened, it came down, but you see how the hourly is holding this daily area. So I'm just trying to trap this and put a green box like right there to show you that we could be still consolidating and flagging right now on the hourly. Okay, and if we come back up and close above here, then maybe we will push out. But we got rejected. We came back down for a lower low, but it came right back up. It came up again, lower high, and they're pushing it back down. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the 5 minutes. Now we see what's going on the 5 minutes. This is that big green area down here. Okay, on the daily, on the hourly, and then you see right here we just had a 5 minute stop, push, made the high of the day. There's probably bearish divergence. Yes, there is. Okay, so this is the really silly indicator. I call it RSI, the really silly indicator. It's a great indicator, guys, but sometimes it can give you false signals. That's why I call it sometimes silly, because it can get you into trades and get you in trouble. Use it just for confirmation after you've done your own analysis. Then take a look at what's going on. So if you see it made a high and a higher high at the high of the day, you see it was completely overbought up here. Maybe then you see some divergence, hidden divergence or bearish divergence, and then maybe you can catch maybe a little bit of pullback or sell. But don't always bank on this thing. If it's overbought, that doesn't mean you just always sell, because it could continue to go up and squeeze you and you're in trouble. Okay. Just try and use indicators to help complement your trading. Like I'll even add the 9 EMA and the 200 in a moment, but I just want to walk through what happened here. So we closed with good volume here, 1030, push up, two upper highs, tweezer tops, come back down, base of support, hold here, come right through, break for a new high. Was it a liquidity grab? But it came back and closed below here. Then we had the big bearish candle, the elevator come back down, pull back, into below. Is it below 50% of that big red candle? Yes, it is. So we continued volume to close below here, push down. We came all the way down to the daily and came right back up here. So see this green box? Now I'm just going to make my zone. I'm just going to manipulate my zone. So I'm just going to bring it down here where those like wicks and those bodies are, because that's like our most recent low that got held down there. So maybe we're going to trade inside here on the 5 minutes, and I want to see if it comes down. Will it respect this daily yellow line and continue to come back up, or will it break this yellow line and it start to come down to the green box? So if I'm scalping and I'm trading in these zones, I measure the move. So if I'm taking a trade from the yellow line to come down to the green box, it's roughly 20 pips. Okay, if it comes all the way down there, it could be 30, and down there it could be 40 plus. If it continues to maybe close above here, and I trade from here maybe up to this area, 194, I measure the move, might be 15 pips. If it comes all the way back up to the daily high, I see what happens up there. And above the purple line, if we continue to move, you got to go to the left of the chart and see what's there. Right now, we don't have to worry about it because we're not near the daily high, but you might have to go to a higher time frame. Okay. Is this complicated? Spicy? The analysis is complicated? Maybe it is, okay? But just try and understand what I'm doing. I'm going from the higher time frame from the daily, breaking down the daily to the hourly, down to the 5 minutes, okay? I'm trying to make it not complicated. I'm trying to explain what I'm doing while I'm doing it, okay? Maybe the colors are confusing you, but we'll figure it out, don't worry. Okay, so right now it's kind of consolidating in here. Maybe if this is a no trade zone, I see it's got wicks above, wicks below, lots of indecision in here. Maybe now I just got to let the market consolidate, do its thing over here, and then I can come back. But I'm going to leave this chart right over here. We'll add 9 EMA. Okay, so the 9 EMA is this green line. We're above it. And let's find out where our 200 EMA is. It's all the way down here at that hourly demand area, support this critical daily line. We're above it, so still holding. And what I'm going to do now is, guys, I'll give you guys this chart in Zoom. So if you guys want to match it up with yours or use it, there's a TradingView link in the Zoom chat. And I'm going to now continue we're going to analyze US oil. Okay, kind of want to get these two charts out of the way. So if you are watching US30, just keep an eye on what's going on here. We also have it in Bookmap over here. So we pushed above the VWAP. See how the market rotated right back down to the VWAP. There was some sellers, aggressive sellers down there, but the bidders bid it right back up. But when we came back up, lower high, and then now they might be pushing it back down. So we want to see now, this is the area where there's going to be a big fight for this VWAP, volume weighted average price. Okay, so this is where like institutions like to trade at this area. It's like a fair area. Okay, it's you're not selling at premium, you're not buying at a discount, it's just kind of averaging out here. But when we look at the cumulative volume delta, it's telling us another story here. It's telling us we're negative 855. So there is a lot of selling pressure accumulating when we see all this buying too. Okay, so we have to pay attention to this as well. And we can start to see a lot of heat up here coming in the market. See up here, heat. Big contracts are coming in now. You got 34,240. 108 contracts on offer. You have above 50. You have above 81. You have above 72. Now, this is like a really heavy selling pressure up there, but we want to see if it's going to be, if these are going to get pulled out of the market, because they might be there to spoof the market to show that there is maybe a big seller up there, but then when the volume starts to, or the transactions start to come up here and they start to trade in it, they might just pull these and they'll place them higher. So it might be enticing the buyers to get in, and then they pull it out and then they sell it at a premium. Okay, so that's a little bit more advanced when we're learning, guys, but some of you guys are really getting a good understanding of how an auction works, auction theory. It's really important, guys, to know what can be done behind the scenes over here. Okay, so pay attention here too as to what's going on, and also what's going on at the bottom here with the bids accumulating. You can learn a lot, guys. And you see when we're coming down here, push down, the buyers brought it right back up. Push down, buyers brought it right back up. So let's see if we get some green volume coming back up to break through to maybe the high of the day, or red volume closing below here and might push down. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, guys, I'm going to move over to US oil. I'll leave the chart with US oil or US 30 over here on Bookmap, and then later on we'll look at the book on oil. But in the meantime, I'm going to do a top-down analysis on US oil. Okay, so we're going to look at oil instead of gold today. Oil is very interesting. How many of you guys trade oil, US oil? It's a great security for scalping. It's a great security for swing trading. It's a great security all the way around. Okay, so starting off on the daily, I can see it got pinned up here at $95 exactly. I love psychological numbers and levels. That's how the markets move. That's price action, psychological. Hit 95 and we came all the way right back down into here, and they gapped it up. I remember that on a weekend, a Friday gap, and a open on Monday. We pulled back. You see how it's holding here? So where do we have a zone in the market? Right there we can see where we held support there, and then now it's turned into supply below $83. So there was support. Here we were barcoding red, green, red, green, red. Bear flag, continue to push down. So I'm going to bring this big zone of $83 block down to 82 all the way across. Again, bring it into the new year. Bring it as far as you want. You've established one zone. Now the volume is below. Red bearish candle almost engulfed that green one. We came back up on Monday. We came up bullish, but they rejected it with a lower high. We came back down. We closed near the low. And here's today. Look at today on oil. Okay, we opened up. Very, very small move with buyers, and right away got rejected. That's our high, $81 exactly on the dot. Okay, so you can see how powerful these psychological numbers are. So I'm placing a purple line at the high of the day for oil, and you see all we had to do was come down just a little bit and break that wick, $80.15. Okay, so that's a critical level. So I'm going to place a yellow line right there. Okay, if we ever do pull back up here, this yellow line may be resistance. Okay, but what happened? We continued to push down. Very bearish day. Okay, and that's our low of the day today, $77.50. Okay, right around there. That's our low of the day. Purple for the low of the day. So who's in control today? Buyers or sellers? Okay, this is not a trick question. It's pretty obvious who's in control of today's daily volume with 3.5 hours to go. Okay, but maybe buyers are going to bring it right back up. So it's important to watch where we close on this daily candle. Now, I look where we're trading. It just dropped today. Very nice. But look to the left of the chart. The last time we were trading in here was August, middle of August. We traded in here August 23, 24, 25, and we were back here in July. So this was the summer months, July and August. Last time oil was back in here. Look at where it bottomed out today. Okay, right there. You see those wicks? Off by 10 pips from right there. So if you found this, okay, if you did your top down on oil and you look at this zone over here, was that not resistance right there? Resistance on that wick. All of a sudden this green bar closed above. All you had to do was flip your zone and bring it across, just like I did over here with the red one in the future. Now you did that. You brought it across. Look at how these two daily candles came right in here and rejected off the green box. Came in again 2 times now, equal lows, rejected off of there, and then you had this big boom in oil. Okay, now bring this box all the way across. See how we traded right into it today, and it's coming right back up. But we have a lot of red volume above us now. Okay, so now what we got to do is find some critical levels where we might come up and where we might find some resistance. So see right here, those two bodies, body and a body. I'm going to place a yellow line right there. See how I'm looking at historical data to tell me where the resistance might be. So if we do come back up, see the yellow line? I got it from body over here, and that wick that respected it. Look at the number, $78.51, 78.50. Okay, psychological level. It loves to trade at these quarter increments. 78, 78.25, 78.50, 78.75, and then we go to 79 and repeat. And these are the magical numbers, guys. They're psychological numbers. It's easy to transact at these levels. More transactions occur at these psychological levels because it's fast, it's efficient, it's easy to transact at whole psychological numbers. If you ever go to an auction, it's easier to transact $5. Like if I'm buying or selling something with you, if we agree on $5, it's a $5 bill, easy transaction. If I say $4.79, it's going to be hard for us to transact. You're going to have some change. I got to have some change. It's not as efficient. It slows down the auction, and it slows down the volume trading. So that's why markets are attracted to psychological zones, if you don't know that. Okay. And so that would be maybe resistance today. If oil comes back up, maybe we get rejected there and it continues to push down with that daily volume. If buyers bring it up to 78.50 and we break a little bit higher, where could we go? All I have is this big red volume. If I didn't know anything and I can't see any data to the left, what I would do is very simple. I would go from the yellow to the yellow line and place another yellow line right exactly in the middle, where I think it's in the middle, okay? And sometimes I smoke a joint and I can still figure out where the middle is. The middle would be approximately right there. And then I look at 79.28, maybe 79.25. Maybe I'm off by 3 pennies over there. But then I start to look at price action to the left. I see body. Maybe I got to bring it down just right there, where I got body and a body. And then I see the wicks, 1 wick reject, 2 wicks, body there, and a wick rejected there. So that might be a good area, okay? So now I'm just getting my zones above me if the buyers continue to push it up, but I still respect this big daily candle coming down, because if you look now on the weekly, we don't know what's going to happen here. This might break down. Look at the weekly candle. Look at the weekly. Like, look at the last couple weeks of oil, okay? Right here, the week of ending October. Okay, it was very bearish, came down, we closed near low. Here's our new November. It came up, got rejected right there, and continue break the low of last week and continue push down. So this week has a lot of 3 days and 4 hours left, okay? And if we continue to push down, it might break, and where could it go down to? Okay, maybe this weekly low right there, but there's a body and a body. So what I do is I place a yellow line right here. See that week? Right there, that ignited candle, and again we closed and we retested, maybe down to 76.69, or even if you want to bring it down to that weekly low wick right there, you can, and then that makes more sense. 76.49, 76.50. We found our nice psychological level right there. If it continues, if we lose this block, it might push down on the weekly down to this yellow line, and we'll see if we can find some weekly support there. If not, this thing will continue to break down. So we have to respect the weekly. You have to respect the daily on oil. It's very bearish. So if you're buying, you're counter trading a bearish weekly and a daily candle. So that's where you might have to pip and dip and get out when you're trading these type of these days like this. Look at the hourly too. Now we break it down to the hourly. Look at the hourly trend. Just lower lows, lower highs. This hourly candle closed below right here, Friday, November the 3rd. And we got the volume close below, little consolidation, come back up, rejected, and continue push down. We come back up. Where did we come up to? 50%, okay, of that big red bar. Again, if we just guess where 50% of it is, right there. I would be guessing right there, okay? Just guessing. What's half of it? Open, close. That's about half of it. And you see how we come right into half of it? Rejected 1, 2 times, 3 times, and then the elevator coming down. Again, we came back up. Where did we just come back up to? Okay, look at your wicks. Okay, the low and the high right there. If get your chart ready, get your grid ready. There was hourly support, turned to resistance. It came back up, tested the white line, pushed back down. Now we're coming down. 11 a.m. We came back up and we're pushing back down. We came up. We're still below. I'm going to look, where's 50% of that red candle? Right there, $78.13. 50% of this body from here to there, half of it is there. Are we above it with any green volume on the hourly? No. So this is where it might consolidate now at this weekly demand area where we might see it coming back up. That's why I said oil is interesting, guys, on the higher time frame. That's why when I see something that's interesting, I really want to explain what's going on. So right now what you could do is you could consolidate these hourly candles, and now we wait patiently to see what will happen. Remember, this is an accumulation phase. So we know that oil is not going to stay at $78 and $77.50. It's going to eventually maybe come back up here, or it will break down and we continue dropping. So right now, sniper trapping gap on the hourly. It might just trade inside here. Yes, we can scalp this zone, no problem. But if you're looking for the bigger move, let's see if we get some green volume breaking above here to close above 50% of that red candle. Close above, maybe retest this for support now. Now $78 becomes hourly support. Then we might see a move come back and test that high up there, okay? And then option 3 is sellers keep accumulating and maybe break it down here, close it below there, retest this, and then all of a sudden that weekly daily candle is continuing to shoot down, and now oil is at $76, $75 a barrel, okay? So if you're an hourly trader, consolidate this, maybe place an alert up here, place an alert up down here, and you wait patiently for the volume to come to you. And when it does, you also trade with proper risk management, because not all trading is perfect. Not all trading is guaranteed. We're going to take some losses here and there as traders, but the point of the game is not to just lose all your money. You lose a little bit. Like I lose, but I lose a little bit, okay? And I have the confidence, if I lose that money, to get right back in the market, whether it's today, whether it's tomorrow, or the next day, and I have the confidence I can go back in and get my money back because I'm not over leveraging. I'm trading within the limits of my account, okay? So hourly, it's building a little bit. If we look right now, the last low, we have a higher low. But look, it's not breaking any new higher highs. So we got an inside bar just continue to consolidate here. Now let's look at it on the 5 minutes. Okay, so if we're scalping now, see right here, like if you trapped this shitty area right here, do we all agree that this is a garbage area? Let's be honest, and please, yes or no. Do we agree that this is a horrible area to trade? Look at what it's doing. It's barcoding. Green, red, green, red, green, red. Wicks, green, red, garbage. This is where you get really frustrated as a trader. You're gonna buy, then a big red candle will come down, maybe you get stopped out, you're gonna sell, then a green candle goes up, you're gonna be frustrated, you're gonna be pissed off, and you're gonna have a shitty day, and you're probably gonna revenge trade, and you're gonna over leverage, and you're gonna say the markets are a scam and everything sucks. But when you look at this, be patient, okay? You can see from the first couple candles, the first couple bars, you can see how it's going to trade. Even in here, this is horrible here too. Red, green, red, green, red. Okay, and then if you want to scalp this, make sure you know what it is. 78.51 yellow line to 78.81 white line, that's 30 pips. I'm not a mathematician, but I can do that really fast in my head. 81 minus 51 is 30. So I know this zone is 30 pips. If I'm buying, like right there, that bullish candle that comes up and retests, and I buy, I know that when it comes up there, I might make 10, 15, 20, 30 pips. That's the hourly zone. We just went through a top down for this specific reason. That's why when I'm trading zones, I know exactly what I'm looking for, because I'm just trading these lines basically. Okay, so you see now the big red bar closed below. Someone's going to get squeezed out of here. In this situation, the trend is pushing down. If we look here, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, big body bearish candle, close below. That's like a statement candle saying that the sellers are in charge. And then we got the retest. Any one of these bars you could sell, stop loss maybe 50% of the bearish candle, or if you really want to let it room to breathe, yes, you're going to use a bigger stop loss, but you might place it above the structure here. Sometimes when I'm trading, I go 50% of the big bearish bar or a little bit above it. And it came down, you get your pips down here at the daily low, and now we see it building. So see how it's coming right back up? Okay, so let's just get ready for it. If it's coming right back up here, we're going to put a red box here because it's coming into resistance from a higher time frame. If I draw like a trend line, okay, we're still pushing down. Right now it kind of just broke the trend, okay? So we broke, but now it might come back down for maybe a double bottom in this green demand area, okay, where we broke down one bottom, we're coming back up, rejected there. What if we come back down and we hold this green box that's a higher low, or we come down for the official double bottom? But I'm saying maybe if we can hold right here and then it continues to build, then it might have momentum to break through there and then retest this, and then again we're going to be trading this zone, so this zone. And I know right away by doing my analysis it's 30 pips up to the yellow line. If it breaks a little higher, it broke right there and got rejected at the hourly and came back down. Maybe if it continues to push, maybe up to there. That's a target, okay? But got to wait for the volume to come to you. Like, we can't force it to go. This could still continue to be bearish. Like, it could just pull back. There's no guarantee it's going to break bullish, but where we are at this daily zone, it could accumulate here, okay? So let's just add some EMAs. Sorry guys, let me just clean up this chart, add EMAs, and we'll put both of them side by side. So you see how I'm just consolidating it now in this neutral area, and we'll watch, okay? EMAs, 9. We're right at the 9, okay? And the 200 is probably above us, all the way up there, okay? So oil, we saw oil is bearish on every single higher time frame above us, but now it might have a little maybe end of the day sympathy rally, maybe build, or it's just going to continue shooting down, okay? So let's put these two side by side. After I give you guys the zoom, I'll give you guys this. Do you guys like oil analysis? Like, it's different, okay? It's different from gold, but we can switch up if you got good spreads, good executions with oil. Oil's a fantastic security, guys. I used to trade this quite a bit for swing trading and scalping, okay? It is fast, it's volatile, okay? But you got to understand your risk tolerance when you're trading it. Let's look at US30. So what is US30 doing? We just came down, back up, came down. So we're building a little bit of a base down here. You see how it's trading right at the VWAP. Sellers are pushing down, coming back up. Sellers are pushing it down, coming right back up. Sellers are pushing it down, it's coming right back up. This is a critical area in the market. We'll place a yellow line here at the VWAP to show you that this area is what we need to be watching. And right now, 34,210 has 40 bids in the market. Do you guys have any questions about the analysis that we just did? It's 146. So what we can do is look at the 15-minute candles. Okay, we don't just have to sit on the 5s. We can look at the 15s. So the 15s on oil are green, red, building green inside here. It looks like it's building. Okay, we can see the nice 15-minute leg down here come back up. We know where our resistance is now. So what I can do is I can bring this resistance down to the 15-minute level right there and watch for something 5 minutes to do something above there. And we might come back down to pick up liquidity in here, but we have a bullish candle already started. So we'll see, it will come up, test 50%. We'll see if we can continue to come up here. Might be a lower high and they push it down in here. Okay, so it's developing. It's in the development stage. What do we have on the 15s on US30? We were bullish from Wall Street. Here's Wall Street, okay, 930. Big push. High of the day and push down, okay? And that was our most recent low at 12:30 before we started our call. Picked up liquidity. See, the volume is still staying above this green box. Now we're pushing right back up. So we're going to see if this has enough momentum to break these 15-minute highs, and maybe before it taps into the high of the day, it might come right here where we got rejected, like basically on that wick and that body and that body. It could come right through here to that red line and then get rejected and come right back down. Okay, so let's watch on the 5s. Okay, see how it's building now? So we've got a good base of support now building right here. See these wicks, all of these wicks. That was red, red, red. We got the green candle close above, and now we bring this zone across, green, green, green. Okay, so you see how that zone changed from resistance to support right over here. This was resistance, 50% of this red bearish candle, push down, push down, push down, push down. But it got a lot of liquidity coming back up, close above, retest the green box, bounce off, bounce off. Now we got a strong bullish candle that might be breaking through this resistance and these big blocks right here in the market. 34,240, 76 offers. See how that one just, there was, as I was going to say it, there was over 100 up here and they just brought it down. Okay, so it's just, there was a big block up here, this one, 255. Instead of 71, it was over 100 and it just got removed and they pushed it down. Okay, so they're really trying to protect this area of not allowing it to break out. Okay, but with more and more and more buying and more bidding, it could break right through here and take those orders out of the market, and it breaks bullish. And those sellers will get squeezed out of the market. And make sure when you're trading, guys, please check your spreads, check your check your lot size when you're using. Make sure, because if you're switching different securities, you might have to use a different lot size because some of these securities are represented with different contracts with your broker. Okay, so we're building back up. It might come back down. Like this could be maybe a double top. See how it came up the one time? We know where our neckline is, the green box. We came back up, but that big block that got pushed down, okay, that could be what's causing this. So if it gets rejected and we come back down with selling pressure, maybe if we break below here, we come down, test that daily, come back up with the daily buyers, then this will turn to red, and then maybe we drop down in here, okay. But right now, it's building, so we can't. The buyers are respecting everything and continuing to push it up. So we gotta really see what's going to happen with this big block in the market. Like if I place a yellow line, maybe that might be more helpful to see where our last big push right up here, right before our new 15-minute candle. You see the big push right before 115, and then they pushed it down. Now it might be coming back up, but see this area where it's big and red up there? 34,240, 77 offers are in the market. Our cumulative volume delta is still negative 20. So with all of this buying momentum, there is a big supplier in the market that keeps absorbing all of these buyers. Okay, when will they redistribute this volume? I don't know. It might be 2 o'clock, might be 2:30, might be 3 o'clock power hour. It might be Asian session. It might be London. It might be New York tomorrow. Who knows? But what the market is telling us is there's a lot of absorption on this on a seller right now. But the buyers keep bidding it up, and that could squeeze the seller out of the market. Do you guys want to look at crude oil bookmap, or just glance at it? US30 is at a very critical level right here. I think we just stay with US30 going into 2 o'clock because we have our new hourly candle, and we're at such an important area over here. Oh, Kim, the game was awesome. Thanks for asking. Yeah, it was a blast, man. It was 12 of us, fathers and sons. It was amazing. It was amazing. It was a really fun time. We're going to do it again. It's nice to get the dads out of the house and get together, and the kids have fun. Okay, so you see, guys, we're pushing. Now, what can happen? Okay, so it could be an impulse break, guys. It could be an impulse break from here and then test. Okay, I'm telling you the honest truth, like 50% right there. Okay, it could just come up to 185 and get rejected right there, because from the body, what I still have left from right here to here, that's about half of it. Okay, but that's where it could come and trigger, but it didn't. Okay, so I'm still going to keep it right there. But you see how we came up and hard rejection. Okay, big shooting star candle coming down now. Okay, that's why I'm saying this is a critical area. If you keep buying these highs, you know, when that big supplier I saw came in there and lowered it, that is giving you a clue. That gives you a clue. Okay, but now it's coming right back down. But every time we come down in here, big buyers, big buyers, big buyers, big buyers. So that's why we kind of got to look for red volume to maybe close below here so that we get actual confirmation that the market is ready to drop. Okay, and what I was saying is the big sellers still negative 80, negative 900 delta, negative. Okay, so you see how those buyers got caught right there. They transacted at the high of that candle, and maybe they don't understand that this is a higher time frame area of supply, and they bought. Unfortunately, they're caught, and the market is moving away, and maybe they'll get stopped out of the market, or they'll be holding in drawdown. So that's what we call trapped liquidity in the market right there. Okay. Did I explain that properly, guys? Did you guys understand? I don't know if you caught it, okay? I tend to see things fast on Bookmap, but did anybody see those 100 offers up here that got removed and lowered? And now look at where they all are. They're sitting right here at 34,240, 108 of them. Okay, so we got to see, we'll see now the buyers again come in at the VWAP, again at this base of support, and they're bringing it right back up. But you see that big transaction of that big red bubble, it just got taken out. All those buyers I just brought it up at this level, 224, they just got gobbled up by a big transaction of a seller who absorbed all of that. So now we'll see those buyers got caught. They're still in the candle who are buying the low down here. We have 17 seconds, so let's watch the close. Yeah, isn't US forming a double top? Absolutely, Piro. Yeah, double top. It looks like a very visual M with rejections. Beautiful lower highs in that supply. Off the high of the day, lower high. Okay, so but we got to get that volume closing below. Like every time it comes down here, it gets a wick. It could just break. That's why I'm looking at that yellow line. It could just break, stop right there, and come right back up. That's why we kind of got to get a volume to close below. So it gives us at least some confirmation that the sellers have the momentum to close it below a critical support area and the VWAP. Okay, and then guys, we got to be patient because you see how it comes right back up, but then we got to see the depth of, oh my goodness, guys. Okay, there's the big impulse break. Did you see that? How quickly it happened? Now watch for a pullback. Let's flip our green box red. This candle just opened. It's 4 minutes, okay? So now let's watch where this body will close. Unless the volume keeps coming down, I might have to trade this. But it broke the support, okay? So we broke the VWAP, came down. See how quickly it came right back up? Now we got to watch the depth of market. Will it start turning red offers below the VWAP to absorb all those buyers and maybe continue to push it down? But if we're not in the trade, we could still be waiting for the volume to close below here. We know that it broke down. Remember what I said? Maybe break down to the yellow line, and it came down just below it and came right back up. So that's what I mean. Those impulse trades, if you take them, they're fast. That's why I tell you guys, sometimes I don't fool around when I pip and dip. I don't. I've been trying lately to hold trades longer with you guys, but if you are trading like this and you're taking those impulse moves, you have to understand what could happen when you break these critical levels. It's very, very fast. Okay, sometimes Bookmap moves faster than TradingView. This is live liquidity. Okay, TradingView is a little bit delayed over here. Kim, that one was impossible. Absolutely. So if you sold that, it came down so fast that I don't even think I would have reacted that fast. And now it coming back up, I'd be in drawdown. But my stop loss, if I did take that, would be maybe above this body or above these wicks. But that's the problem when you take one of those impulse candles. Because look, I didn't take it. I said, let's wait for it to close. We saw it grab the liquidity, took out the low. Now it might have momentum, and we're going to continue to push up to the daily high. So, but let's watch where volume closes. We're above now, so let's just keep the zone. I never change the size of the zone. All I'm doing is just changing the color again. We're right back above it. So now, was that liquidity to the low? They took out the pending offers down there and grab it and come back up, but it's still consolidating. This is still really, really shitty in here. Yeah, oil is trying to push down again, but that oil you got to watch too. That's the daily purple low, 77.50. Let's see if it creates a double bottom down in here on oil. Sometimes, guys, it's just good to sit back and watch what the market is doing. Okay, I know everybody wants to trade. I know everyone's exciting to get in a buy and a sell, but sometimes the markets don't just give us a buy and sell. Sometimes you gotta trade through this garbage, or just sit on the sidelines and watch as a speculator or a spectator at a football game. You watch the game, you enjoy it. You don't need, just because you're a scalper doesn't mean you got to scalp every single candle. You can still look for quality setups with proper risk management. Sometimes I only have 2 hours on this call, so I try to look for a trade, but sometimes when I'm trading by myself, I might give myself 3-4 hours in the market, and I'll take my time in those 3-4 hours to look for good quality trades. But sometimes you're limited. Sometimes you only give yourself maybe an hour in the markets, and you got to force trades because you only have an hour. But that's not trading. You got to give yourself a certain amount of time, minimum 2 hours. minimum, because you got to do a little bit of analysis, see how it's moving, and maybe get in 1 or 2 trades. Some of you guys are spending 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. Some of you guys are doing 24 hours in the markets. You know, I've done that too. I know what it's like. But do I choose to do that now? No, I don't, because now I got kids. I'm not young anymore, and to do that. But I don't know, guys. I'm getting hungry. I might get back into that. those streams are fun, where you can just watch the entire market. It's any security. And you get to watch all kinds of manipulation. You get to learn a lot. Okay, so we're right back in the consolidated zone. But what happened? Something happened here. Okay, we came down red. It took out the low. Okay, but it came down to this critical daily level and came right back up. We closed as a bullish pin bar. So now again, it's developing. We're going to see maybe it's 2 o'clock right now. So we have our new hourly candle. Let's look at our hourly. Okay, look at our hourly candle. It closed below that white line. Remember the white line? It came, and look at the hourly candle closed below. The volume closed below our hourly white line. Okay, so now it came back down. Let's see if it breaks out of here. Again, going forward, if you're watching this hourly candle, it's a long time, 59 minutes, but still got to watch if it closes above that white line. I don't like to sit and watch an hourly candle. I prefer the 5s. So what I do is I watch what these 5s are going to do over here. A 24-hour marathon. We would need some subs. Like, I could maybe go for 6 or 8 hours. Then Dave would take over, but then we'd need maybe like a substitute to come in. High five, get in, and continue that 24-hour marathon. We'll do it, guys. We'll get it done. It's going to be exciting. Do we still agree? Let's make sure we're on the same page. Do we still agree that US30 is really shitty volume inside here? Yes or no? Do we agree? I'm saying this is horrible, okay? If you guys say it's great, then tell me why. Tell me why. Maybe you're on the 1 minutes, okay? If you're on the 1 minutes, you might think this volume is fantastic, okay? If you're on the 1 minutes. But we're not on the 1 minutes today. We're on the 5s. The 5s are showing indecision. All I see is indecision. I have no idea who's in charge of the market right now. It's like flipping a coin right now. I don't flip a coin when I trade. I like to be having higher probabilities. So still, I'm not convinced at who is in charge of the market right now. Eventually, someone will get squeezed out of here. So if you're selling and this breaks out bullish above here and starts breaking out, the sellers will get squeezed out of the market. Same thing opposite down here. If it closes below here and starts selling, all of these buyers in here will get squeezed out of the market. Okay, but now it's coming right back up. So let's see if we have enough momentum to maybe take out these highs and maybe close with some positive volume above here. Maybe a pullback. Maybe we can buy the pullback if it's going to be bullish to break out of here. Guys, over 200 viewers on YouTube. Thank you guys. We appreciate you guys. If you guys can hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the channel with your trading friends. Free education on YouTube, guys, daily. If you want to join the sniper team, we'd love to have you guys on the team here and trade with us all day, every day. Thanks, Efren. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Thank you, Walid. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, guys. Coming from Zoom all the way to YouTube and giving likes. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. You guys don't have to do that, but thank you. Okay, so some days, guys, we get some nice setups. Some days the volume is horrible. Some days it's like this, where it's consolidating. You know, does that mean that we have to force trades as traders? No, we don't. We don't. This is where, if you're feeler trades, this is an area where I like to use feeler trades. If I'm testing out here, for example, if I'm testing out a buy, go something very, very small in here. The smallest size your broker can allow you. For me, it's like a 0.1, 10 cents a pip. If I'm just playing around in here, speculating, I'm going to do a little micro size. Because if I go and draw down 30 pips, I'm down $3. If I go down 50 pips, I'm down $5. That's not enough for me to tap out of the day and say, that's it. I over leveraged my account. I lost $5. I'm done. But for some traders, that might be a lot. But for me, it's not for my account size. So, but I'm getting information from the market while I'm in there. And if it starts to go in my direction that I like, maybe I'm up $3, maybe I'm up $5. I'm not using that trade to make or break money. I'm using it to get valuable information, cheap, from the market where I'm emotionally involved. Okay, I don't know if you guys understand what I mean by that, but me sitting here on the sidelines and just not in a trade, I'm watching it, but I'm not as emotionally involved if I was actually in a trade. I don't care if it's 10 cents or it's a Lambo lot. I'm in the trade, but now I don't know, I feel different when I'm in the trade. I get adrenaline, I get my emotions running. I'm actually in the trade. I can see drawdown on my MT4. I don't look at how much it is. I just see red and or green, or blue. And it gives me a lot of information about the market. And if I eventually have to close that trade, okay, I close it. I lose minimal amount, but maybe now I'm going to go with the opposite move of the market. And with that, I can easily recover my little loss and then maybe make some profit with the correct decision. That's if you get caught in trading in here. Right now, I know it's shitty, so I don't even want to trade in here. And I don't even want to do a feeler trade in here. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I see how it is. It's just liquidity grabs up and down. It's barcoding, green, red. But now again, we're coming down red. The green candle came up. Did we take out that high? No, we didn't. It's a lower high, closed right there. They brought it down again with a red bar. So you see how we're trading at this VWAP. I told you, it's like a magnet, this area, for the institutions to accumulate. This is a big level in the auction. And right now, I still look at the negative delta. It's negative 920. So the seller is still absorbing. It really hasn't broke any higher highs. We still have this big block here sitting at 240 with 72 offers. And above us here at 250, we got 91 offers. So the seller is still in the market, still holding the market down. Oil is breaking down. Okay, continue with the lower highs momentum. But we'll see down here if it starts to come back up. Enrique, you should think on having a members live show in Canada and you and Dave some live speeches. Yeah, we might have a podcast soon. Live speeches. I don't know if I want to do live speeches. I hated those. Remember speeches in school? I was horrible at those. I still memorize my I think it was grade 5 speech. I memorize it till this day. It was on Michael Jordan. I memorize it everything. Michael Jeffrey Jordan was born February 17, 1963. I have it memorized. Location, Charles, it was in Carolina. Wilmington, North Carolina. You got it. Yep. Okay, so selling pressure, pushing the market down. Now we're coming back down to this critical area. Again, we're trading at the VWAP. We've got a minute and 45 seconds to go on the Dow. How tall is Jordan? I believe he's listed at 6'6". 6'6", maybe 6'7" on a good day. Okay, again, we came down here. Okay, did any red volume close below here? No. So the market is just playing around. It's accumulating. It's accumulating. The market is accumulating for US30 right now. So we got to continue to be patient unless you're accumulating with the market as well. I'm still not in a trade, still spectating on the side here, still watching. Jordan born in New York or raised in Carolina? Was he born in New York, guys? Maybe born in New York, moved at a young age. Okay, so, and oil is very, very interesting. Okay, so the double bottom at the low of the day. Okay, there's like, look here, guys. Okay, so I don't use this indicator too much, the really silly indicator RSI, but you see how it's got some bullish divergence. Okay, it's hidden. Okay, you see how it's making equal lows at the low of the day, but the strength is increasing. Okay, so that might be giving us a clue that there might be some buyers coming in the market, but if you're buying down here, they could drop it down and pick up the liquidity. So what I do with this red box is I lower it down to right there. Right there. Okay, so like if I see that oil builds in here, okay, I can know it's a double bottom. I know that there's some bullish strength behind it, but I need to see them come back up and maybe close above this bar and then maybe retest this. And then this might be my area to look for a buy on oil above here. And then it comes back up to $78 to take out these highs and then come at the top of the box up here. Okay, but again, if you're testing out a buy down here, something small, you're speculating. But remember, they could break this down and continue to push down. Oil has a very bearish weekly candle, a very bearish daily candle, so they could continue to push this down. Remember, you have to respect your higher time frames. So again, if you're buying in here, you're counter trading. So if I'm counter trading, I want it at least to close above a critical area, as opposed to just maybe getting in a buy in here. It comes up a little bit and then they continue to push it down. And US30 is a mess. Okay, sometimes Ms. Jones can be like this, but she is consolidating. Okay, no volume closing below here, no volume closing like above here. It's still in this nasty range right now. Okay, so again, guys, if you're still in your cells, okay, do what you like, kind of what I do. See that red candle? Half of it is right there, okay, a red line. So any pullbacks, if it continues to stay below that red line, and remember our original trend line here, there was that minor break, but the volume came right back and closed in that trend line and could continue to push down. Okay, there could be maybe a bounce buy down in here. Okay, I have to go full chart. Let's go full chart on oil. Okay, really quickly. Full chart. Okay, let's look what's down below this green box. Let's go to the 15 minutes. When was the last time oil was down here below this green box? 30 minutes. Look, I can't even find nothing on the 30 minutes. It's been such a long time since oil. On the hourly, okay, so remember, below the green box. Now I see some hourly volume that traded below here. This area. This is significant area, $77 on the dot. Why? Let's look right here. Okay, this area used to be resistance right there. Resistance. Look how many times it got rejected on the hourly. Right there. Got rejected, big bearish candle. Come back up, rejected. It impulse break, but the red volume closed below the white line and continue push down. We came back up and we closed above it, and then that's where we broke out. So $77.04, $77. That could be, if we continue to push down on these 5 minutes, let's look below here now. Okay, see if they break that green box right there. That would be maybe a good area to maybe initiate a buy if we break the daily low and it comes down to that hourly support, and this comes back down where it's oversold again. That might be an opportunity to look to buy oil at 77 bucks down in there. Okay, but it might not come down there. Maybe it comes right back up and trades in here. We'll watch inside here. Okay, so that's oil, guys. Interesting everywhere across the board. We still have US30 building in here. I hope we can see something, because I got to get out of here in about 45 minutes. So I hope we can see something. Trev Beats, why does oil go down but never at the pumps in the UK? That's everywhere, bro. That's not just in the UK. I just filled up my car. I got to put premium in my car, and it was for premium was $2.05 Canadian. 2.05 Canadian. A liter, not a gallon, a liter. Everywhere, guys. That's where they get you. Okay. And here in Canada, we have lovely carbon taxes on that we pay additional everything. If you see how much tax we pay in Canada on gas, on crude oil, it is ridiculous. Like of that $2 a liter, probably $1 of it is taxes. That's crazy. Okay, so we might be getting a push down. It's 215. Okay, so we have a new 15-minute candle in the market. You can see right here on oil. Okay, so now the 5-minute body closed below this green box. So I'm going to flip it red. Even if I'm not in a trade, I'm still going to go through the motions to watch. Now, maybe like if I want to scalp from up here to there, that could be like my scalp zone. Okay, let me just get rid of this green box. Maybe it's confusing, but in here. So if oil can pick up some good liquidity and come back in here, maybe I can buy, and then it comes right back up to here. And again, I measure the zone, 77.50 to 77. That's 20 pips, maybe 25 up here. Okay, so I know that this is a 20 pip zone if I'm going to trade that. But right now, it retested it. It's got a short wick and it's a red candle, so it might come down further down. So not looking for buys. If you're continuing to hold sells, guys, it's making lower lows. But this is at a critical area now. We broke the purple low of the day. So now we're going to see something happen on oil. Maybe we'll get some buyers come in, or maybe they're really going to bleed out that daily candle down here. So careful on oil. US30 is still building. Again, if I just extend this green box, we broke it, but we never closed below it. Okay, so then we're coming back up, but we are not making any new higher highs in the market. So we're forming a bullish flag, a pennant. Okay, and we know that these things can maybe some like symmetrical triangles can break out both ways. It could possibly go up bullish, or it could just continue to come down bearish. Okay, so when it's inside here, no trade zone, no trade. Wow, Ingo, Germany, 48% from gas are taxes. Same shit. Holy. Unbelievable, guys. These guys are really gouging us at the pumps. Everywhere they're gouging us. Groceries is getting crazy over here. People are scared to buy meat. Some people are turning into vegetarians now because they're scared to buy meat. I went to Costco the other day. I normally buy 3 strip loin steaks for about $35 Canadian. That's how it always was. That same pack of those 3 steaks now is $65, $70 for the same steak, double in price. But also to be a vegetarian, okay? I'm not knocking you guys if you're vegetarian, but to buy a head of lettuce is like $5. Like it's maybe vegetarians are going to turn into carnivores now and eat meat. Like even to be a vegetarian, it's not cheap. It's probably even costs more money to buy a freaking salad. My wife said to me the other day, "Can you buy me a Caesar salad?" The thing costs $15, $20. I said to her, "Why don't you just go buy a steak instead?" Like even a salad is getting crazy. I think we're going to eat grass in our backyard. I'm going to raise my own chickens. It's time. I'm gonna raise my own chickens. I'm gonna raise my own pheasants. I'm gonna raise my own quail. I'm gonna get eggs every morning. I'm gonna get a cow in my backyard. I'm gonna milk that thing. It's coming down to those times where we got to go back to the old school way. Yeah, old MacDonald had a farm. Back to farming. Back to the old school way. Forget the grocery stores. We got to do it like the old generations do it. have a cow on the balcony. Oh my God. Okay, so again, US30, it's just playing games, guys. It's teasing you, you know. If you are trading this, it's very frustrating, okay? It buys, you get excited, then it comes back down, then it goes back up, then it comes back down. Same with sellers. That's why no trade zone. Just, this is the worst time. I'm happy sometimes when we get this type of volume. Like, not happy, but happy that we can learn what's going on in the market here. I know it sucks we haven't taken a trade, but that's the market. Some days where there's trades, some days there's days where you got to sit and you got to be patient. Elliot, you got your chickens in the backyard? Nice. Okay, so we got a bullish candle on oil, okay, at the low of the day. Remember the purple line? So we just broke down it. Now it's coming back up. So if now I'm going to flip this red box green. If we start to build on oil down here, maybe this might be an opportunity to maybe look for maybe a scalp buy to come up here, but still I'm not convinced, okay, because maybe we buy and then they hammer it down one more time. So I'm still waiting on oil to show me something. US30 is a disaster over here. Okay, so that's what I mean. Sometimes I like to take that buy on oil. I didn't take it here, but sometimes for a quick scalp, that's personally what I look for like a quick scalp, like on the 1 minutes. See how the 1 minutes and then the 5 kind of gave? So sometimes there's a time and place when to take a trade for a quick scalp. That's what I mean. It could fill up this imbalance for 20 pips just because it broke the low of the day. Bullish candle started, short wick, and that pop coming up there. That's what I mean, guys. I didn't take it here. I don't want to be that person that says the woulda, shoulda, couldas, but that's exactly what I look for when I'm scalping the markets, okay? So just in case some of you guys don't know how I trade, that's exactly what I look for. And when it filled that balance, that's it. Guys, so I'm right there, and sometimes I close 90% of the time I'm closing the trade right there. I've already measured it to be about 20 to 25 pips, and I know what lot size I'm going to go in with the momentum. So I know on a standard lot, if it goes up 20, 25 pips, that's $200, $250. That's a daily wage for somebody working an 8-hour job, and I could be out of the market in that candle. And I don't play the woulda, shoulda, coulda game. Yes, it could continue to break out bullish and I miss out on some additional money, but I know very well that it could just come up right there, catch a wick, and come right back down with the trend that's coming down. Okay, so there's now rules. You can either close your entire trade. You can do that. Go to a break even. Okay, if you go up 20, 25 pips, make sure you go to a break even so your capital is protected. Other things that you can do is scale out. Okay, you don't have to close the entire trade. You can maybe close 50% if you like, cash out half the money and leave the additional half running with a break even. You can close out more than half, 75%. You can close less than half, 25%. It all depends on your personal preference, but when you're scalping zone to zone, sometimes you have to be very disciplined because you see this break even. Now we have wins, losses, and break evens. Okay, because we might have a lot of break evens while we're scalping the markets because we might go up 20 pips, put a break even, and then it might come back down. So I wanted to have that break even so I can educate on break evens too. I look at break evens as a positive trade. I don't look at break evens like lost money or negative. Okay, it's good. You didn't win, you didn't lose. It's a tie. Okay, you can rebound from that and you can come back and do something positive. But now maybe this area might be a double bottom forming. Okay, so you see how it came up there and it got rejected. Okay, it could come all the way right back down. It could. You got to watch how this body will close in the next minute and 10 seconds. So we came down, came back up. Maybe it comes back down. We see if we can continue build here, and then maybe oil will be getting ready to break above 77.80. Retest this zone. We flip it, and then maybe we're coming back up to $78. Okay, that could be the low of the day, and we got buyers coming in right now. And US30 is continuing to build. We're 6 minutes away from 230. So we have our new 30-minute candle coming in the market. Look at our 30s. Okay, so 30 is looking real good. Looking after all that accumulation, we got a higher low, higher low. It's building back up. Are we going to see it close 30 minutes above here, that the red box? 178, 177, right up here. But I like to watch it too on the 5 minutes, right up here, the red box. So this entire area. Now we're pushing strong on our 30-minute candle. It's been accumulating nicely, and maybe we might break out of here bullish and maybe look to take out US30's daily high up here, the purple line. Okay. Okay, so guys, do you guys understand what I mean by that? Like we talk about pip and dip, you know? So if I'm doing that, guys, I'm managing my account. Sometimes that's how I trade. That's how I'm programmed. That's how I'm wired to trade. Sometimes I switch it up for you guys. I try and stay in trades longer with you guys. I put a stop loss. Sometimes I take losses with you guys, and I give out on profit. But it's all, I'm trying to educate as well. I'm trading my account here too. But I really want you guys to learn, okay? I've learned over years how to trade. I want you guys to learn now. Pips and dips and get out. Yeah, it's nothing wrong with it, guys. Get your money and get out of these markets. Nothing lasts forever and nothing is guaranteed in these markets. If you think you're guaranteed money on a daily basis, good luck to you. I never am guaranteed anything from these markets. Never. Okay, I appreciate getting pips out of the market, but I don't come in with the attitude that today I'm gonna just make a big paycheck, because there's days where I'm humbled, and I'm humbled real good in these markets. Okay, you got to come in with confidence, but don't be overconfident. And you see what happens. Okay, it came right up to there, and it got rejected, and look at the red candle come right back down where the entry point was. So if you had a break even could be triggered. If you didn't do anything on the 25 pips, that's what I mean. The woulda, shoulda, couldas. That's why when I trade with a strategic plan every single day. And I don't worry about what could have happened or what should have happened. The point of trading is to get in, get what you need, and get out. Especially, okay, this is scalping. Remember, this is not swing trading. I'm not looking to take a buy on oil and hold it till tomorrow afternoon or Friday. It's just you're scalping from here to there, and that's it. And you got to respect the downtrend. Okay, if you don't respect sellers, I told you the weekly candle is pushing down, the daily candle. These are just minor pullbacks. They're nice for 10, 20, 25 pips, but if you don't make a decision, the market will decide for you. And if you're greedy up there, you see how you get humbled? Okay? So that's what I'm trying to teach here, is get your pips and get out. We had a strong push on US30, again, approaching that red box, that 30-minute candle coming up there, and then we just push right back down. So we're going to close now in 2.5 minutes, guys. Get ready. Look at the 30-minute candle, how it's shaping up. Okay, it came down, higher low, got volume, but we have those 3 wicks, this entire resistance area. So that's why I'm watching up there, that red box. Maybe it comes back down and we sell off in the next 30 minutes. This is what I mean, guys. Look at the 30-minute on oil. Okay, it came up for a nice little pullback, but look how it's coming down so strong. This could continue to drop down, guys. Okay, so hopefully that's a lesson. Okay, we didn't, for all of us. Okay. And sometimes too, you come up here and you exit the trade, and then all of a sudden it pulls back a little bit, then breaks out here. Oh well, but what about this situation where you cashed out at the maximum value, and then now you see a big red candle that could come down and take out your stop loss or your break even. So that's how I look at the markets. Guys, do you like this type of analysis? Does it help you guys as traders? Tell me the honest truth. I like feedback. As an educator, it helps me. I love breaking down price action candle by candle. I love it. I live for this. Okay. Sometimes when we look at higher time frames, it's kind of boring for me. I love trading, swing trading, but to sit on these calls and we watch hourly candles, like we're not seeing too much action. I love to be in the 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 1 minute. We see some action, but that doesn't mean we gotta not trade with no risk management. You still gotta trade with proper risk management. And some days there's going to be trades and some days there's not going to be trades. But that's how the markets work. That's how they work. If you feel like you're forcing trades, then you know you're doing something wrong. You should never be forcing trades. Allow the trade to come to you naturally. Allow it to come to you. It will come to you. It will eventually come to you. If you have an A+ setup and you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting, the market will eventually come to you. And some days, if you miss on the trade, it's okay. Don't get worried about it. Don't get stressed out. Just find another one. Trading is a game of patience. It took me years and years and years and years to learn patience. Thank God I learned patience, and it's helped me out a lot. You guys can imagine how I used to trade 1 minute candles, how impulsive I am, how aggressive I am on the 1 minutes. Okay, I've kind of calmed down a lot. Okay, so did you guys just see what I did there? Remember, this was a green box. Okay, we came up there and we just closed below it now. So now I flipped it red. Now we're below the purple low of the day. So they could continue to sell this thing down, but this is the opportunity that might be a good buy area, a bounce off of here, a $77, that hourly support down here. Okay, and we're still building up here. It's 2:30 now, so we have our new 30-minute candle in the market. So sometimes you can flip down to the 1 minutes if you really want to dial in and watch where the 1 minutes close. But we'll stick with the fives. We've been on the fives this entire call today, so we're going to stick with the 5. And sometimes you might get an impulse break, and you might miss it because sometimes we say we're going to wait for the entire 5-minute candle to close. It's 3.5 minutes. You might miss where it's coming up and it's an impulse break. But sometimes it just impulsively breaks, you buy, and then it gets rejected and goes back down. So there's you gotta know the time and place to take an impulse candle, and you have to know that it might impulsively break out and it might come up to a target, like right up there. So I measure that move. 177 to 195. Okay, roughly 15 to 20 pips in there if it fills, just like what oil did over here. Okay, and then it might come up there and get rejected and come back down. If you don't take the impulse and it breaks out, then wait for the body to close, because you might get the pullback, you might get the retest candle. And then sometimes you might miss out on a trade. Again, if you miss out on a trade, it's all good. There'll be another trade to be made. And you see now, we came up green, rejected, broke the close, broke the low, and might continue to drop down. So you see that buy was just a quick pip and dip, counter buy, right up to exactly that area where I said 20, 25 pips. If you don't do anything, the market will decide for you. So hopefully, if you're break even. Okay, if you didn't do anything, your stop would be down here. You're getting stopped out now. Mohammed, can I make a webinar on impulse candle? I've done lots of them, but we'll do another one. Okay. If that's what we need to do, we'll continue to do them. There's one webinar, Mohammed. It's called Impulse Retest, All Types of Entries. That's a really good one. Okay. It talks about everything. It talks about the impulse moves. It talks about a breakout. It talks about a retest. It talks about confirmation trades. All of that. It's in All Types of Entries webinar. That's what it's called. So oil is just selling down with the higher time frames. Like the daily candle is really bearish. If we look at the daily and the weekly, like look at it. It's just, do I want to buy that bottom of that daily candle? No, it's like buying a falling knife right now. So maybe I have to let it bleed out to that hourly support area at $77. Okay, so be careful. If you're buying oil, look at what you're buying against, that huge selling pressure. So anything you buy are the small little counter trades till we get more and more confirmation of a reversal coming in the market. And US30, guys, is still nasty in here. No volume closing above here, just continuing to consolidate in here. Thank you, Tony. Webinar 21, entries, exits, impulse retest. Thank you, bro, for that. Mohamed, webinar 21. Thanks to Tony. Okay, guys, I have about 30 more minutes, and then unfortunately I gotta get off the call. I gotta go pick up my kids at school. But yeah, today was pretty slow session. But watch oil on the higher time frames, not just for scalping. Oil is coming to critical levels on the daily and the weekly. We're going to see where the daily and the weekly buyers are going to step in because crude oil is getting to a really, really good area. Maybe where we're going to see some buyers start coming in the market where at 76, maybe $75 a barrel. But there's going to be a day when it bounces at a really nice area down here. So if you're looking to swing oil in the next couple of days, it might be approaching a nice demand level on the higher time frames. Okay, so US30, guys, is still in this horrible area. So it came up. Did we get any volume close above that red box? So let's look at the 30-minute candles. Okay, so the 30 came up there. It was, and nothing. We didn't get any volume close. So what I see is a rejection, a rejection, a rejection, and a rejection. Now we got the red volume pushing down. So, but every time we come down, we pick up buyers, we pick up buyers, and we pick up buyers. So see this green box? Again, I'm watching it on the lower time frame. If we can close below here, and then that's where US30 might sell down to this green box. Okay, look at the 30 minutes. They might be developing like a double top. Right up there, one top, big rejection wick at the high of the day, but right there where the bodies are, come back down. Okay, big rejection wick down there, but where the bodies are, we came back up. And then we got 4 rejections, all lower highs, and now we're pushing down. Okay, now it's coming down. So this might be that M pushing down. Let's go back to the 5s. And we're watching again this green box and in here. So remember when they took out the low, we have confirmation of a lower low. In order to continue a trend pushing down, you got to have lower lows and lower highs. We've got the lower highs, we have that lower low, but now we just need the volume to come down and close below. And we might be, I'm going to be maybe potentially looking to maybe sell the market coming down. And then this is where sometimes traders take this impulse candle. It could push and push all the way down. Yes, it could. But it could also get a wick and come right back up. So this call, I'm trading 5 minutes and I'm not taking impulse candles. I'm going to wait for volume to close below and I'm going to be as patient as I can be. And see, just by being patient, it came down. It's got a wick coming back up. So when I see that, I just save myself some drawdown just by looking at that. So I know, even though I'm not in a trade, I always tell myself, if I was to take that impulse, I would have been in drawdown right now. So I pat myself on the back and say, good work. Good work not getting sucked in on that. Maybe I got to wait for this candle to officially close. Yeah, Kim, it's horrible today. Guys, this is another thing. I'm very honest and transparent with you guys. If I was trading this for like how we were trading for the first hour and I wasn't with you guys, I would have left the market a long time ago. I would have gone outside and grabbed some eggs from my chickens or milk my cows outside. I would have been productive with my time. This is not good volume to trade in here. Okay, and by seeing it, maybe walk away from the markets. Maybe tomorrow's session, this time it will be fantastic volume to trade. But right now it's real tough. Okay, but now we're pushing down. We're going to close now in less than 1 minute. So can we officially close below these wicks? This wick, that wick right there. And remember that critical daily level. This is where the higher time frame might start to really break down. Okay, but I'm looking for that official close. I'm looking to flip the green to red, maybe a pullback to about 50% and get rejected. So I'm already walking through the trade in my head before it even happens. Like I'm visually thinking about what I'm going to do before it even happens. And then if it goes to exactly what I think it's going to do, I take the trade with conviction without over leveraging my account. And again, here too, if you want to test out a sell down here and you're not too sure, go with a small feeler trade and test it out. Everyone now is asking me for a flat of eggs. 18 eggs for $3. How does that sound? Okay, so look at the close. We closed, no volume, open, ignited green candles. So those are our initial quick buyers in the market. Okay, so I'm just going to keep this box green because it's still green, but it got rejected. Okay, so now I'm going to flip it red to signify on Bookmap what we have over here is kind of like the offers. I'm trying to show like this block to turn into offers and maybe absorb those buyers and maybe continue to push down. But it's this doji candle just hanging around right here. Just dojing around. And now we might push down, but remember, we've got to break below this daily yellow line. Oil is coming right back up, so our low right there is $77.23 from Michael Jordan. Right there, 73 and a quarter. Okay, so maybe it's going to continue to build. If I'm just watching oil and I'm getting ready for a trade, consolidate this zone right there, and I continue to wait. With US30, it's a green candle. I can't sell a green candle until I start to see a rejection. And when it comes up, I'm looking already ahead of time. The body open, body close. What's half of that big red candle? Right there. 34,156. If it pulls right up into there, I want to see it get rejected at 50% of that red candle or lower. If the buyers are bringing it up there, then there's no sell. Then it might come back up. Okay, so we got to see if we can hold below 50% of that volume. Tough session today, guys. I admit, today is a very, very difficult day. And then you see, guys, so if I continue to trade any security, I have my zones. So if I see oil building, again, I can scalp from here to there, and I know it's 20 to 25 pips back up to there. I've already done the math. So, and then just continuing, if it comes back up, we might not hit that hourly resistance on oil, but it might come back up to this area where we got rejected 4 times right here at $78, $77.99. Let's give it one more penny to $78 exactly. Those psychological zones. Okay, so you see, guys, it's a green candle. Okay, and it's forming right again at this area, this critical area where we're right at the VWAP. So it's still got to see what it's doing. It's coming right back up. We got rejected. Will it come back? Will it be like a 3-bar play where it's little inside bar and then it breaks down? Will they flip this into a shooting star candle ready to break down? There's various things that can happen. Can you sell oil on a retest, Walid? Yeah, if you continue, if it gets rejected here, you can maybe sell back down and place your stop loss like at where this rejection. But right now it's building. You have to be careful right here because it's the low of the day. It's the purple line. So this is where you might get an accumulation of buyers now coming in because it's very over sold on the lower time frame, and you got the bullish divergence. So you just got to be careful down here because this is where the big buyers might be waiting. So even if it does sell down, you might be selling right into a big block of buyers unless you're like pipping and dipping out of there quickly on a sell, because here it held. This is the hourly support at $77. So like right now, if I bring this up, you have to be very, very careful in this range, selling into here. And I just bring these zones again across. And I let the volume trade. Oh, okay, look at US30, guys. Big rejection. Okay, 50 seconds. I love to trade these candles, but I'm gonna wait it out 45 seconds to get the official close. But you see how it came up, rejected, broke. We broke that. Okay, so we got a new lower low. We broke below that daily critical line. Sometimes I love trading those candles, but I'm being extra patient today because of just watching what the market is doing here. So 30 more seconds. I want to see where it will close and then maybe get ready to sell this. But I'm not in yet, guys. I'm on my MT4. I'm just watching. I've got my finger on the trigger. And we have a new 15-minute candle opening right now in 1 minute. Is that 15-minute volume in 10 seconds going to close below that yellow line? This is why it's very, very critical. And maybe we can get a push. See, it came back up. Let's see in the next 15-minute candle if we can come back down. So no volume closed below that yellow. We're closed right there. Again, this is a new 15-minute candle. It opened bearish. See if it breaks here. It catches a little wick with buyers because we got to fill this wick. So if it comes back up, let's watch if the buyers get engulfed over here by the sellers and then it pushes down. Okay, right now it's green. New 15-minute candle. There it got rejected. And oil is coming back up to resistance. Okay, so green coming back up. No sell. Okay, I'm respecting the 15-minute candle. I'm respecting the buyers coming in the market. So that was, if you took it, impulse. You see, guys, I didn't take it. Just because the way how the market is trading, there's too much indecision. Now it's coming right back up bullish. Okay, so what did they do? Did they take out the lows and come back up? This might be building for maybe a bullish move up here. If it closes, again, if I'm not in a trade, I just sit here and watch and wait it out. But you see how they faked out the sellers right there? See, they faked them out and then it got bid right back up, right at the open of the new 15-minute candle. Sometimes you got to know when and where to trade. I tell you guys this every single day. Pay attention to your hourly candles, your 30-minute open, your 15-minute. Those are your important opens. So you see they strategically brought it all the way down there. At that 15-minute low, they open it up, get those sellers in quickly, and then they bring it right back up. This is what the market is doing. It's in an ugly range right now. And this is where a lot of traders get frustrated trading this. I understand how it is. Is oil a lot of fake outs like US30? Not always. Not all. Every security has its own fake outs. Okay. Some days more fake outs than others. Some days volume trades very, very nice. You just have to be the judge of it. You got to get a feel of how the market is moving, get a feel of how the volume is. US30 it's tough. This is tough to trade. Hasn't really gave us any clear direction yet. Still in this accumulation. It sucks because we've almost been on this call for 2 hours and that's all we've seen. Yeah, right here. We started our call at 1 o'clock. This has been an entire 2 hours of consolidation. But it came up, lower high. Let's see where they close it down. Okay, just because we're not in a trade does not mean we take our eyes off the prize. Got to continue staying with the volume, watching what's going on. Figure out the psychology of the market. Okay, so we got rejected. So now this is important. Remember how we opened? They faked out the buyers at the bottom. They faked out the sellers. They opened it up 15 minutes. We came up, lower high, push down. So remember, we got 15-minute momentum now. Maybe it was selling pressure. If we come down here, this is where 15-minute selling pressure could break that daily critical line. So now what do we watch? Do we watch the 15-minute candle or the 5-minute? I like to stay on the 5. It's going to close in 90 seconds. Maybe I like to see red volume close below there. And then if I take a trade on a sell, I know that I might be trading with the 15-minute momentum. And I know that there's going to be pullbacks because the entire time it's been trading garbage in here. So you got to know where to place your stop loss and how much. This zone is roughly 30 pips, maybe 40 pips. So if you're trading in there, yes, if you sell down here, it could come right back up. So you got to know, are you going to trade with a tight stop loss or are you going to give it room to breathe? But if no volume closes below the CL line, there's no trade. I got to watch the next bar. Maybe power hour will have the moves coming in 10 minutes. Okay, remember, we're 10 minutes away from power hour. We're going to get some Asian sessions next week, guys. I'm excited about it. Tokyo, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're going to try for some days when I'm going to be after PK. So those days will be 8:30, 9 to 11 at night. And then other days might be 7:30. We'll watch pre-futures market open. We'll go from 7:30 till 9:30 or 10 o'clock. We're going to introduce some new hours at SST, some new sessions. Okay, no sell, guys, on US30. It came down, came closed, green. No sells, guys. It's building. Okay, it's building. No sells. Okay, so again, we're above now this box, the red, green. And if it continues to build, maybe power hour could be the breakout move up there, and it could do something like that. But also watch for sneakiness, okay? There's those sneaky market makers that they could come up, take out, because up here is a lot of liquidity. There's a ton of liquidity above here. So knowing these guys, they're very smart. They might come up here, engineer a move to come up here and trigger all of the pending orders near the high of the day, come up, and then the elevator coming down. Okay, so just giving you guys some examples of what could happen in power hour. Okay, they could do that where it's a big break and then they just dump it down. That's why if it breaks, you watch for volume close above, and if we retest this and we hold and then buyers start coming in, then it might be a confirmed move that is bullish and not a fake out. So that's what you got to keep your eyes on if you're going to continue trading in power hour. Oil, 3 nice 5-minute candles came right back up to our purple line. So we broke our low of the day. It's coming right back up, and then a big bearish candle coming down. So if this one gets a higher low or builds, again, buying oil from here to there will be an additional 25 pip move, but with more volume and more green momentum, maybe it has enough momentum to break that wick and drive a little further. Okay, if not, it might come down and then we'll see a nice double bottom down in here. Okay, so be patient with oil as well. Is there any questions about today's session? It was it wasn't the best. Okay, I didn't even take one trade. Okay, on US30. Knowing me, that's showing discipline. But there isn't anything good to trade in here. Okay, so maybe we got to wait for power hour, or maybe there's not going to be a good trade on US30 this afternoon. Maybe tomorrow will be much better, or the Asian session, or London, whatever your sessions you guys trade. Do we do live every day on YouTube? Yes, we do. We've been live for almost 4 years daily, giving back to YouTube. All we ask in return is a like for mutual respect and appreciation, and also to get the algorithm going. We do want to reach out to a lot of traders that want to learn how to trade, and I don't know how else to reach out to them. So it's with the help of you guys, okay? And we appreciate everybody. Thank you guys. The only way we found all of you guys, in the Zoom and on YouTube, was other people liking the channel. When we first started, we had 7 viewers. I remember Dave and I went on first time, 7 viewers. And we asked those 7 viewers, can you guys like the stream and subscribe? And they liked it. And then we continue to find new people that want to learn. And this is where we're at now. We're just above 56,000 subscribers, all organic. We've never paid 1 penny for advertising or anything like that. We really want to target the niche audience that really wants to learn about trading and not lifestyle and things like that. Just about trading. Judge us on our education. That's what we want to be judged on. And if you're getting benefit and you're growing as a trader, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's all you want, okay? A lot of traders just judge how they're doing by how much money they have in their accounts. Judge how much knowledge you're learning. That's how you can judge your growth. Did you learn something from today? Did you learn some discipline and patience today? If you did, take it as a positive going forward. Okay? Because yes, we could have traded in here, but I probably would have been stopped out. I guarantee you, if I took a sell, I would have been stopped out on a buy. If I took a buy, I would have been stopped out on the sell. So I know trading in here, I know I would have taken a loss. And we're going to get days like this in the market, guys. You have to understand that as a trader. You shouldn't be surprised at this volume. Some days are going to trade like this. But if you're disciplined enough, when you figure out this is how it's going to trade, walk away from the markets. Because then you'll avoid doing silly things. You'll avoid trading this horrible volume. And then when you come back in the market tomorrow, it might be night and day. It might be an amazing volume day, and then you're going to get your daily goal. Here, you're going to get frustrated and maybe give back to the market when you have no business trading this garbage. We can watch it, but initiate sells or buys, like I said, maybe speculate something small, a feeler trade. And your feeler is going to tell you that this area is garbage. I don't even need to use a feeler trade in here. I'm just watching it. Oil is building. Okay, so we got the bearish candle come down. Let's see if the buyers continue to step in and maybe hold a higher low right here. If they can start to build here, then we know that oil is building. And then again, that might be a nice 25, 30 pip move to just fill from here back up to this previous high and this red box. And then make a decision there. If it's strong and it breaks out of here, maybe revisit these previous highs before it hits that hourly resistance right up here. Thank you, Choppy. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Crypt, Yellow Vest. Thank you, man. Thank you, guys. Okay, so guys, I'm sorry. Like I really wanted to get into a trade on US30, but unfortunately, I can't force trades. I got to stick to my rules, my principles. I don't like this volume. Will there be a move in power hour? Possibly, guys. If you're going to continue trading power hour, keep an eye on this. But let's like review what is still happening. It came up with buyers, lower high. Came up with buyers, lower high. Came up with buyers, lower high. Our cumulative volume delta is still negative 700. Our offers are just being lowered. Okay, remember this yellow line? Now they're right here. So that's telling me that the offers are being lowered, a lower high. So if we can continue to close with volume below here, then we might sell off this afternoon. Okay, but again, do I want to just take a sell right now, right before power hour in the next 2-3 minutes? It's dangerous. Yes, it could come down, but it could come down and then come right back up. So just, again, careful. And then here we have oil coming down. Let's see if it builds a double bottom here or here. And if it pulls back up, maybe a double top, then sell. So once it cools off, it might continue with that daily selling. Okay, if you're countering buys here. But be careful with oil too at the end of the day. Tell your kids to walk and stay with us and care about your feeling. No, I'm sorry. My kids are number one over anybody in my life. I promised them. They made me a promise. They said to me, can you drive me and pick me up from school every single day? And when I'm home, I made that promise to them. So as much as I love you guys, I love my kids a little more. And I keep promises. Soon they'll be older, and then they'll have a bus for high school. Then we'll be trading all day, every day. Yep. See, guys, how they can flip? Kim, they flipped the 1 minute. Yeah, it's it's not the greatest in here. But here we go, guys. So we have 55 seconds to go, and then we're going to get power hour, the last hour of the trading day. See the indecision? It came right back down to the yellow line, didn't break. It's coming right back up with buyers now. So it's anybody's guess for power hour. Like the selling pressure is pushing down, but the buyers are bringing it back up. But I think my bias is US30 possibly will sell off. Okay, that's my bias. That doesn't mean anything. I don't have confirmations. A bias is just like a feeling, but that doesn't mean anything. The volume speaks volumes. You know what they say? The volume speaks volumes. And here we go. Here's our close in 10 seconds. What does power hour mean, RS? It's the last hour of New York Wall Street. Wall Street is from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, and it's the last hour. Right over here, it's 3 o'clock Eastern, so the last hour is called power hour. That's when Wall Street closes. In one more hour, Wall Street will be closed. So this is the final hour of trading in Wall Street. And lots of volatility happens because there's scalpers that enjoy volatility the last hour. There's day traders, there's intraday traders looking to maybe exit positions. Maybe they were selling oil all day today and now they have made a nice daily goal and they want to get out of the markets. They buy and sell. We need to find transactions. There's also swing traders who want to get in at the end of the day to hold positions overnight, go into earnings, maybe hold for a couple days. There's just a lot of transactions at that last hour of the day. Okay, guys, so just keep an eye on oil, maybe a double bottom being created. That might be a nice buying opportunity above there. If it breaks down here, maybe continue selling down to that hourly. But I'm kind of maybe think there's going to be a bottom on oil and maybe come up at the end of the day. US30 is still coming right back up, guys. So no selling below there. Like I had a selling bias, but this candle now changes my opinion. So it's coming right back up. Let's see if we get that bullish move above here. Flip, and maybe it's breaking. Maybe US30 might come up to take out that daily high this in power hour. Okay, so just continue, guys. If you're trading, proper risk management, be patient, be disciplined. But that's it for me, guys. If you want to join the Sniper team, we'd love to have you guys. This is our trading schedule. So these ones with YouTube is the ones we do with YouTube these times. So what is tomorrow? Wednesday. We got London, then we got Dave, we got PK. I come in this time tomorrow again. We'll do the same thing. We'll do 5 minutes analysis. Maybe instead of oil, we'll do gold tomorrow with maybe NASDAQ. Maybe we'll do NASDAQ. We'll switch up from US30, some Asian sessions. Guys, next week, I'm going to have Monday Asian session, maybe 7:30 to 9:30 here. I'll come after PK over here on these days, some days. But we'll do different things coming up. So you might see these sessions will be more Asian sessions coming in here. And that's our schedule, guys. So thanks, everybody. If you're continuing to trade, oil might be a nice possible double bottom building to break out here. And US30, look at power hour, big 5-minute candle. It's going to close in 2.5 minutes. Does it have enough volume or momentum to push up on these highs? Or will it come up and just start to get rejected again and push down? But it is building. So I know I know a lot of you guys will continue trading in the power hour. The Discord is great for that, guys. Thank you for everyone in Discord, in the commodity channel, index channel, in the FX channel, in the crypto channel. You guys that are sharing your charts in there, talking, sharing trades, helping each other out. Amazing. Thank you, guys. You guys are doing great in there. And we encourage you to share your charts, get feedback from others, and start to improve your trading. Don't take criticism the wrong way. Take it. If you need criticism, take it. And don't, if someone says something, don't be too emotional about it. It's to help out. Everyone is here to help out. You know, it's constructive criticism. And if there's anyone that's not doing that, then we'll have a talk with those people. But thank you, guys. I hope everybody enjoyed this boring session of volume, but it's good for learning. If you guys can hit the likes and the subscribe, thank you, guys. We appreciate all of you guys. Everyone on Zoom, have a nice day today. YouTube, everybody, take care, guys. God bless. Thank you guys for joining, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Have a good night. rejection on US30. Keep an
Hey
eye
guys,
on
good
that
morning,
volume
good
on that
morning.
bar closing.
Welcome to another live session with Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys. My partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US30, sell. Okay, I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please secure.
As a trader, we all look for tight or low spreads, which helps us to get in and out of the market. Using the right broker can help us try different strategies. With multiple options of brokers on the web, here at Stock Sniper Trading, we have a recommended broker, that is, HankoTrade. With spreads as low as 0 pips and leverage up to 500x, HankoTrade is just one click away. With multiple account types to choose from, you also have a minimum deposit of $10. Using HankoTrade's affiliate program, refer a friend and earn up to a 40% commission on trading volume. Built by traders, for traders. HankoTrade.